Hi folks, Rich Bassi from RJPC.com. Today the topic I want to talk about is obtaining and maintaining top-rated seller status. Um, for a lot of newbies out there and people just starting out with eBay, I just wanted to give a little informational snippet on what I'm talking about as far as obtaining and maintaining an eBay top-rated seller status. It's pretty cut and dry, and I just want to go over, hopefully quick, maybe just to share something with you, and hopefully you'll get something out of it. For those who ain't familiar with the eBay practices or recommendations on how they, how to maintain that or obtain it. So I'm going to split screen share here, okay? And as you can see over here, this is a new listing here. It's for the Fender Stratocaster guitar, which I'm not doing a segue or promo here. I'm just wanted to share something with you. As you notice on my eBay selling here, I want to click over here. I want to just show you something over here really quick, folks. When I click this on here, I noticed when I went on that channel, the first one, I noticed I didn't see the top rated seller symbol. And when you click it on see other items, you can see that let me just see if it clicks over here. Oh, I guess it's still reading. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, still reading, folks. Okay. Okay. So now when you click on here and you scroll down, you can see they all have top-rated seller status, right? That little icon there. And the way you go about getting that is, I'm going to show you pretty much from start to finish as far as to how I got to that there. And I'm going to have to undo what I did, okay? And you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, I just want to go really quick over here. I want to show you the guitar. I did the guitar, if I can get to it here. I got a lot of windows open up there, kind of. So let's just click over here without taking too much of your time. I appreciate you guys, you guys stopping by. Oh boy, where is it over here? I'm really sorry about this, folks. I guess I went too fast. I know it's here because I just listed it. Okay. Boy, do I feel foolish. All right. Very interesting. Wow. Okay. I don't know what happened to that guitar, but it was listed. Unless I scroll too quick. I know it should be here. Wow. Well, it's not that one. Wow. Isn't that something, folks? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to undo this here because I want to show you something. See, it's a new listing. And when I click it on, well, let me go to another window first. Okay. As you notice, the reason why it didn't show up with the top rate seller status here is because I made changes to it. Okay. And the changes I made to it, and I did this here when I made the changes to this here, to this listing here. What happened was, because I felt I was a top rate seller, that instead of keeping it 30 days, I can keep it, maybe put it down for 14 days on return policy. Instead of having 1 day shipping, I figured keep it at 5 days. This is what happened with it. Okay. So when I go in now, you see over here, now here you see it. This is because the correction was made. Okay. You see the top rate seller status applied here, right? It's a little icon. Now I'm going to go back to this one here. I'm going to revise it. Okay. All right. I'm going to revise it, and I'm going to show you that when I go back to that screen, one with the top rate seller status on it, it's going to disappear. Okay. Just like what did over here. Now I'll show you what I'm talking about, folks. I just wanted to share this with you guys. Hopefully it'll help you out a little. Okay. Now I have it at 30 days. I mean, no, that's the duration, right? Yeah, 30 days. Okay. That's how long I'm going to keep it on for. Okay. And let me see over here. I'm going to change this to 14 days, right? It'll click on there. Okay, now it's 14 days. You can see over here, folks. And I'm going to click the handling time to 5 business days. Okay. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to update the listing. And then we're going to go back to the other window. I might have to refresh the screen. I'm going to show you that by putting those, making those changes in there, how it took away the top rated seller status icon. So we're going to go back over here and I'm going to go back to that window. Now you see it's here. See, that's still here now. Because I made the changes, watch what happens when I refresh the screen. Now it should disappear. Well, let me clear the RAM cache up here. Okay, there you go. All right, let me just clear it anyway. I'm here. I'll clear this out. Okay, I think I did it already. Clear out the RAM cache. Okay. So you see here, folks, you can see it disappeared. Okay. Now, what I want to share with you guys, and this is for the newbies, you know, the top rate sellers already know about this here. Okay. I found it. I came about this here through accident. You know, in other words, when I found out about it, and what brought it upon me, you know, what brought this on is when I was doing a listing for the guitar over here. I wanted to change the policy around. I said, let me go see, instead of 30, how about try to 14 days? And instead of 1 day delivery, how about make it 5 days? So that's what happened. So now what I want to share with you guys is, I'm going to refresh this screen here. Okay, let's see if it'll refresh. Okay, it's over here. All right. Now, you see over here, folks, a lot of people don't know about this here, but let's see, maybe it's on this one here. Okay, let me just click this back over here. Yeah, you see when you see over here, folks, I don't know if a lot of you guys are aware of it. The experienced sellers who know about it, who are, you know, been on doing eBay for a long time will know about this here. Maybe newbies too. Depends how much you explore on eBay. But you see where it says over here, improve your listings, sell more. Now watch when you click it on. I didn't know about this, folks. This is how, that's why I'm sharing with you guys, because a lot of you might be top rate seller out there, and you're not, you know, you're not familiar with it. You're not aware of it. Okay. So when you click it on, you see over here, meet the photo recommendations. If you follow these here, I mean, if you don't, I don't think it's going to do anything. The fast and free, it says it'll increase your sales by 11%. I have a couple fast and free. It doesn't really do much for me, to be honest with you. So I can't say for sure that that's fully effective. Not for me anyway. But here's the one right here. See here, folks? When it says get eBay top rated seller plus, you click it on, it's only the one total. I know what it is. It's the one we just changed. Now watch. When I click it on, keep this in mind, folks, because a lot of you guys might be top rated sellers and you might not even know it. I didn't. You know, that's why I'm sharing with you guys. For the top rated sellers that are aware of it, that's great. You know, but for the newbies coming in or people that are not familiar with it, it could be a problem. And as you can see over here, it says, just like they said, this is the one they want you to correct. Now you could click it on and you could go to edit the fields. You could do it this way, right? And you could click on here. And you could do this here to change all your listings, okay? If you wanted to do, you know, if they, not all, well, you could change all your listings with certain things. Let's say you want to change a return policy, or you want to, you know, do a start time. You could do it on all your listings. With their eBay top rated seller, you only go by what the numbers they have on there. So like, let's say out of 100, you got 50 that can qualify for the top rated seller, you know, logo, you know, icon there. So you would go in there and you'd make those corrections, meaning you would offer a 30-day, right here, here's what it says here. Top rated sellers get 20% off vinyl value fees, top rated seller plus seal, and boost in best match on listings when they offer same or 1 day handling in most cases, 30-day return policy. So they're telling you right here that when you apply those changes, you know, you're increasing your chances, or you will become a top rated seller by following their recommendations. And then of course, if you click learn more, eBay will take it to another window. Don't mind my computers, folks. It's kind of slow. I got quite a few windows open up here. eBay will, you know, give you some more information. Here it is, right here. Qualifying for your listings top rate seller fee, seal and discounts, and you could read along over here. It gives you the whole little spiel: 30 days, 1 day, and by following their recommendations, you will get that top rate seller status. Okay, and your top rate seller plus best practices. Okay, you get free carrier pickup. You can use the label printing. You can create your own return. You can create your return policy. You know, and then they got it for motor vehicles as well. But you know, folks, there's a lot of things out there that if you don't search, you know, what do you say, knowledge is power or information is power, whatever, you'll never know. I didn't. And that's why I'm making this video to share with you guys. You know, because a lot of these, I believe a lot of sellers out there may be top rated sellers and they're, you know, they're not familiar with this. Like I said, again, I know I wasn't. But when you go back to that screen and you see this here, you know, just follow their rule, and you too could be a top rated seller. You know, now they're only showing you. The only reason why they're showing you one is because that's the one that made the change. So this, once you make the changes, folks, on this here, this will disappear. This one right here, it'll disappear. Now, there's two ways to do it. You could go into the window like that, or you could scroll down. Here we're gonna watch. I'm not gonna find the guitar again, right? Or I think I have it over here. Oh wait, let me go back over this one. I'm sorry, folks. Let me just leave this page here, go back. Because you could do it that way too. But I just want to show you this way. I think it's a little cut and dry. To me, it's cut and dry. It's pretty easy too. Okay. So let me go over here. I mean, I should have just showed you from there. But I just want to show you if you don't want to go through that step to do it this way. And watch, I won't be able to find the guitar again. Oh, there it is. All right. So I'm going to click it on. And I use the buy it now. I didn't do the... let buyers make a, you know, a thing, the best offers, because sometimes people, you know, sometimes folks, people lowball you so much where they try, you know, they offer you ridiculous prices, and then the only thing I disagree with eBay and on is I can't offer free shipping. That I can't do, because if I offer free shipping and I do the best offer deal, I will be making nothing on it. So I can't do that. Unfortunately, I wish I could, but I can't. Some people say, well, you could pad it into the price. Like I'm starting this here for $19.99. I could say $29.99 and pad it in there. Okay, because they got to pay for the shipping. The shipping is too much for this here. Okay, all right. I can't afford it. I can't do that. So anyway, enough with that. Let me show you how I'm going to get the little icon right over here back on my sell information. I'm going to revise the listing. Right. Sorry about the delay here. It's very slow. Okay. I just want, like I said, I think this is pretty good information to share with you guys, and I hope it helps. I really do. Okay, so now I'm going to scroll down here. And you know, it's funny. By making those two changes, what a difference it makes from seller to top rated seller. It's amazing. Two little things. Okay. So that's the duration I'm selling it for. Then they always, yeah, well, sometimes I have goods to cancel, but I guess on this one here, I like I said, I check the let buyers make offers because, like I said, people do, they give you, I've been getting a lot of ridiculous offers and I had to just decline them. Okay, so now, here's what I'm going to do. See over here, returns accepted. Again, eBay's telling you, make it 30, 60 days is too long. 30 days is the top limit for me. I don't, you know, if they say, in order to maintain top rate, so you got to go see. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to. Not for nothing, but I can't afford to give a buyer 3 months because suppose something happens. You know, it's electronic thing that they're using it and it burns out. Oh, I got this thing. It does, you know, it doesn't work. It burnt out. They burnt it. You know, 30 days is good enough. After 30 days, it blows up, or breaks, or burns out. You know, you're stuck with it. That's your thing. I'm sorry. I'm not being funny, but you know, I can't offer 60 days. But anyway, so. You offer the 30 days, and when it comes to the handling time, change this to 1 day, just like eBay says. Just follow their recommendations, and you can see there's nothing there. There's no fees for updating your listing. So you click that on. Okay. Okay, and yeah, I always like to click redone because it says redirecting then afterwards. Okay, now, once it does that, I'm going to go back to the window here. Now, you notice in the sell information, it's nothing here, right? I'm going to refresh the screen, go up here. Okay. And there it is. There's a top rated seller. It's back there again. You know, but you like that old saying goes, don't assume. Honestly, it's not that I'm trying to be, funny here, but I thought like, you're a top rated seller. I thought maybe after you got to that status, you could kind of like, tell your own, do your own format. In other words, you can make your own, practices, like as far as like, selling practice, like, instead of going to 30, you go to 14, and change the shipping time around from a day to 5 days. And I thought you would still maintain that and have that top rated seller status symbol there, but it doesn't work like that. Where, they want you to, it's got to be in that, you can, as you can see, even though it's a top rated seller, it's just this particular one I wouldn't see that logo on. So, just keep that in mind if you're going to do anything with it. If you go back to my eBay and you scroll back up here again, okay, when I refresh the screen, this is going to disappear. Okay, this will disappear because that's the only one that didn't have that's the return policy. Now it says over here, qualify for fast and free. Now, if you're going to use this feature, out of 103, they're telling you 9 could use it. But out of those 9, I looked at some of them, and I can't afford to offer fast and free. I can't do that because I would be taking a loss. It's like taking an item and putting on there, this item is for free, just pay shipping and handling. That's what it'll turn out to be for me. Okay. I don't want to price the thing so high. Suppose I overprice it. Like you said, well, you just paired it in. You paired that free shipping into the price. But suppose you're not paying attention, or you overprice the shipping, including the price. So let's say I'm selling something for $10. Now I made it $10 for shipping. You might have overpriced yourself, and therefore that buyer is going to go to somebody else. And they don't care if you have a top rate seller thing. They're going to think it's crazy. I don't do things that way. Okay, I won't do it that way. That's not the way I would do it. I want to be fair with it. If I'm going to sell something like this, like let's say I'm going to sell this remote control here, okay, and I put it for I don't know, $5. I don't want to charge an extra $5 to ship it out when in turn it'll only turn out to be $3.78 or $3.99. I don't want to overcharge with the shipping. Suppose you overcharge. But people say, well, you just incorporate things. You say if you sell for $5, you're going to sell it for $7 or $8, or whatever, $8, $9. But I'm just trying to say, I'm just using it as an example. I'd rather do it that way. Everybody, I guess, runs their own business or a certain way, and I guess with eBay, it's you got a little flexibility here. I seen some things ridiculously priced as far as shipping wise. I mean, I seen things something like this again. And some people charge shipping like $15, $20 to send something like this. This here should only be the most $3.99 for shipping and handling. Okay, I mean, but I'm telling you, if you search around and look, here's a telltale sign they're making money off the shipping. When you go to a seller, and I'm not trying to badmouth sellers, but when you go to a seller's site, a listing, and you see something like a little widget being sold. And you see it's like being sold for $1.99, but you look at the shipping, and the shipping might be $20-something. Let's be realistic here. I mean, come on. I mean, you're looking at the item, and I'm sure that seller must get a lot of response messages on eBay saying, the shipping's excessively high. Can't you do anything about that there? So they it's like a bait and switch thing. They get you in at $1. Well, at least they try to anyway. Not for me, but they'll get you in for, let's say, your item selling for a couple bucks. Oh, you look, you say, oh wow. Then you look down at the shipping, you say, wow, this guy's making money off the shipping. And I see that. It's adios. I don't sit there with these people. I'm not going to sit there and try to haggle with them. I'm not going to, no matter how much I might need it, I'll keep searching eBay or whatever, but I am not going to go pay those ridiculous prices in shipping and handling. That's not the way I work it. The qualify for fast and free. Yeah, it's good. They tell you it'll increase sales by 11%. I'll be honest with you, folks. I had this in a couple listings, and the reason why you see 9 there, I didn't do anything with it, is because, to be truthful, it didn't really do nothing for me. But that's me personally. Maybe I haven't been on eBay long enough to build a brand. People become more familiar with whatever. for me to, see a big increase in. I don't know. I didn't. It didn't do anything for me. That's not what it. And the photo recommendations, um, they say there's two new or whatever here. New. You click that on again, it'll take you to another screen, and then eBay will tell you. Um, okay, it'll do the processing. All right, saying 9, and then it'll show you the ones. Okay, they want you to work on this one, the Kenwood and the road gear. Now look, their information is good. I'm not knocking it. And it even tells you here, edit listens to meet our policy, all right, our policy on photos, 2 to 9. Now, this will not take that top rate seller status away from that little icon if you don't follow this here. This is just up to you. But they tell you 22 by 14 is an invalid value for size, okay? So, they're telling you go in there and, make these little modifications to your photos, whatever, and, it'll be better. I don't know, it'll help you out or something like that. Errors and warnings, and then when you click that on, I think that's the error that came out right there. It's 22 by 14. I'm not really sure what they're referring to. They're just standard pictures, but I guess they want you to, and you could edit it too if you want to make corrections and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't really bother with that. Again, the photo ones won't bother, won't take your status away from you, as far as I know. But they are very stringent as far as if you want to maintain that top rate seller status, maintain it and obtain that top rate seller status. You would check over here for improve your listings. To obtain it, to obtain seller status, and to maintain it, you would change the 30-day return policy and the handling time to 1 day. And you too may be a top rate seller. So without going on any further, if you think this video has helped you out, guys, you want to subscribe, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. If you think you got something out of it where it did help you, you want to give it a thumbs up, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine as well. I do these videos basically to give a little insight, to help people out, for those who are newbies or just starting out in eBay and they're not too familiar with it, because I know I wasn't. When you go on here, you don't see that information. This is what I want to show you. That the only reason why it's showing you that there is because I clicked it down, to open it up. But when you go into your active listings, you see over here, if you see this here, it says improve your listing some more. Click it on. Click it on. When you click it on, it'll bring down a drop down window, and then you could see. And if you see that one there on the bottom where it says get top rate seller by changing those things around, you too could probably be a top rate seller. And you know what? If you guys wouldn't mind, for the people that land on this channel, if you do this here and you do find out, like you do become a top rate seller, I would love to have you share it with us there on, on this YouTube channel, or my YouTube channel, with all the other buyers and sellers. This is for buyers and sellers and for people just starting off in eBay. Let us know. I mean, you could drop in the comment, say, hey, Rich, I followed your advice, or I looked into it from what you said, and yeah, I became a top rate seller today. Or whatever you want to say, but a comment. But let us know. We'd love to hear from it. I mean, I think there would be a lot of people out there who would love to hear this here on how to become a top-rated seller. And like I said, this video is all about obtaining top-rated seller stats and maintaining top-rated seller stats. Obtaining it is one thing, maintaining is another. So just remember, when you're doing your listings, keep that 30-day policy in place and that 1-day shipping handling processing, to ship it out. Look, I'm on New York here, the East Coast. Now somebody in California, that's where there's 4 hours difference. If they make a purchase from you at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're snoozing away, you're sleeping. It's not going to go out that day, of course. So, I mean, eBay knows that this. So don't get deterred and say, oh my gosh, suppose I can't, what are you supposed to do? Work around the clock? But, you do things within reason. With the 1-day handling process, my post office, I think all post offices close around 5 o'clock. I know mine does over here. And sometimes the items that you're selling require to be stamped or whatever. They got to go to the window. If you got a big package, you can't put it on those drop boxes. I don't know if you're familiar with what I'm talking about. The post office has these drop boxes, but different packages yay big, And even though you drop it in there, after hours, it's not going to get processed till tomorrow. So even if you say, well, I put in a Dropbox, it's after hours, it's 5 o'clock, after 5. I dropped it in about Dropbox, because I think their time is, I think their last pickup time, even in the mailboxes, if it's little, I think it's either 5 or 5:30 is their last pickup, where the mailman comes to pick it up at the mailboxes. And I think it applies for the same rule applies for the post office in those drop boxes. So even if I've done this already, folks. I've had like a couple of packages. I said, you know what? I know the post office is closed. It's around 6 o'clock p.m. here. I said, they're small enough. Let me put them in the box there, the drop box. And then hopefully first thing in the morning, it'll get to go out. But, people can understand. I'm sure eBay understands too. We're not robots. We don't stay up at 24 hours a day catering to our buyers. Okay. So, these are things that people understand. I'm sure they understand that. And you do what you can, but don't let it deter you and think, oh, geez, I don't know if I'll be able to get it out in one day. You do what you can. Look, when we had the snowstorm in here in New York over here a couple of days back, the buyer paid for the thing, of course. I put the label on it. And I thought, because they'd all saying there, rain, sleet, or snow, I thought by some means they were going to come by, whatever, still deliver the mail. They didn't. So, and I couldn't get my car out. I emailed the buyer. I told the buyer, because of the inclement weather we're having here in the East Coast in New York here, your package will not be able to go out till tomorrow morning. So it wasn't a one-day shipping. It was a 2-day. It turned into 2-day. But, eBay didn't say, notify me by my mail or whatever messaging system and saying, oh, you didn't meet up to the requirement. We're going to take your top rate seller status away. So, don't worry about stuff like that. I mean, if you get it out, even if you print, like you get something out and it's after hours and you give the tracking number, like when you do it through eBay's website, I think you're covered anyway, because they're showing you that it's in process. So you don't have to really worry about stuff like that. I think a lot of people get, they get misconstrued with that notion that, oh, it's one day, you got to get it out right there. That's not the way it works. I've been doing this for a while, even before the top rate seller stuff. And, as long as you're doing the right thing, you're getting it out within, I used to put in my ads within, I still have it in my description, for 5 business, within your item will be shipped out within 5 business days. It's in my descriptions, when I do the descriptions there. Because I have a template set up already. So, I could change it around if I need to be. But that's how it's set up over there. I should change it around, though, to say 1-day shipping handling. But, there may be a time where you might not be able to do it within 1 day. If you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, whatever, and you got kids running around, you got schools to attend to, whatever, you got other things going on in your life, you might not have the time to ship stuff out in 1 day. It might take a couple of days. And that's probably why you don't see that many top rated sellers. I'm not saying that I don't do a statistics. I don't really know. You probably could do it on a Google search, how many top rated sellers are on eBay. I didn't really research it. But maybe that's probably why you don't see that many top rated sellers, because they got, other people have other lives that are going on. These people are doing this for a hobby. Some people are doing this full time. Some people are doing this part time. And they may not have the time to ship stuff out in 1 day. What I would like to see change, if eBay would eventually change it, I would like to see them go from 30 days to 14 days. I think 30 days is too long to let buyers hold on to an item. 60 days is definitely, that's out of the question for me. I couldn't do that. But I think 14 days is good enough, in my personal opinion. I've had where buyers had purchased things, printers, or that guitar that's in the background over there, that came back. The buyer said it didn't work. And I got it back today. And, I tested out. It does work. Sometimes buyers, they order these things, they hold on to for a couple of weeks, and they send them back. And my thing is, here's my question to buyers. And again, I'm not saying it in a bad way. When you order something, especially electronics, all right, so you might say, well, I have 30 days to return. I don't have to jump on it right away. But, me personally, if I order something electronics, or some sort of electronic, would it be a radio, CD player, printer, whatever it is, I check that thing out thoroughly. I make sure it's supposed to do what it's supposed to do. If I'm ordering a printer, it better fax, scan, and copy. And if it has wireless, connect to the internet. I make sure I go through. I do my due diligence and make sure that printer is going to work. Period. Okay. And if it's not going to work, I'm going to notify the seller and say, I need to send this back. It's not working. I'm not going to say it's defective, because I notice one thing a lot of times people like to throw those words on eBay. They might want to correct that or change that in their return structure, their policy, whatever. The way people send these things back, and they get their full refund with the return shipping, is by putting the words in there, not working, defective. And once eBay gets a hold of that, that's it. You are going to pay that return shipping. And you know the funny thing is, even when you set up your descriptions and you put there buyer pays for return shipping, to me that's kind of like a useless thing. They should comment that out or get rid of it, because I've had it before. A buyer was going to return a printer, and the buyer says, who pays for the shipping? And I said, well, the buyer, according to the way I have it set up in eBay, the buyer pays return shipping. Do you know when the buyer opened up the case and put those little statements in there, defective, non-working, before I even got to respond to the buyer's email, eBay sent me an email within seconds or whatever, maybe minutes or whatever it was, saying case is closed, buyer gets full refund. And they even got the return shipping. They got the return shipping. Why? Because it was they stated that, they made that statement that it's not working, it's defective. And that's what ends up happening. But anyway, folks, I don't want to hold you guys up. Check into that there. Let me know if you guys become top-rated seller. And, leave a comment. Like I said, again, if you like this video and you want to subscribe to my channel, that'd be great. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. If you got anything out of this video where it'd help you out, you want to give it a thumbs up, that's good. And if not, that's all right, folks. I just hope it helped you guys out. And I hope you guys, there are a lot of people out there becoming top-rated sellers. Out there after seeing this here, maybe, like I said, you might have been a top-rated seller this long, but you never really knew about that little thing where it says improve your listings. But let me know how it goes. But thanks again, guys, for sharing your time. I didn't mean to ramble on, but I hope this helps out. And I will talk to you guys soon. Good luck and happy selling on eBay. Bye now.